Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading. I hope you all are doing well. I am here with Mega, our saucy good beaver here on the channel. Hi, baby. Are you relaxing? You always relaxing. Anytime I roll up on you, you always relaxing yourself, eh? Eh? And guys, yes, if you're wondering if this is a little cat in a blanket, it is. My beautiful sister is responsible for this. So thank you, Chrissy. All right, guys, we are on today to share an update, okay? I have some new decks here, thanks to my beautiful sister, and I'm eager to use them. I've seen this deck in a lot of other readings as well, so I'm really excited to use it. And I have this one as well, which, yeah, they seem to give some beautiful direct messages. So yeah, again, thank you to my beautiful sister for these beautiful gifts. What I feel is like the overall energy or theme that I really want to share is that, like, you know, many of your masculines, they're rapidly awakening, rapidly ascending, and one of the things that they are starting to realize and pick up on is, you know, the difference in energy when it comes to the divine feminine, and when it comes to people that, you know, they interact with and they know. I feel like many of your masculines are in a place of purging a lot of relationships, or it's like the more time they interact or spend with the divine feminine, the more they're putting a microscope on other relationships that they're in. I feel like many of them are growing as well. Maturing is the word that I get. So a lot of you are going to feel this energy around you from your divine masculines. Many of you could be feeling it already, but you know, it's a feeling of being watched over. They feel very protective of you. And I think that there is a large majority of divine masculines who, like, they've never felt that before, okay? They've probably been in past relationships. But I feel like there is this sense of like obligation. Some of them feel like a sense of duty to show up in a way that is very intentional and it's very soft. Many of you might have had experiences where your divine masculine could have been extremely rough around the edges, but a lot of you are seeing that they are genuinely on this process to awakening, okay? And one of the messages that they want to deliver to you at this time is that, you know, they want to keep you around. You know, I feel like many of them are like, you know what, like when you have someone in your life that feels that good, that genuine, you're supposed to do everything in your power to nurture that relationship. Okay, so that's how I feel like they're feeling at this time. Let's go ahead and pull some cards around it. I'm eager to use this deck here. Let's see what it's called. Okay, so it came in this box. It's called the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. So All Things Intuitive, thank you for making this amazing deck. All right, so let's go ahead and just tap into the energies a little bit. What do your divine masculines want to say to you at this time, divine feminine? Oh, those are way too many, but I'm drawn to this one here. So we have, I hid who I really am from you. Yeah, that's why I feel like many of you are maybe seeing a more protective side to them. I feel like this is a divine masculine that, like, when they love really, really hard, okay? This is also divine masculine who, they can't help but put you through a lot of tests, divine feminine, just to see how you're going to respond or react. This is something as well that just could be in the background, but I feel like many of them are ready now at this point to open up and show you a different side of themselves. But this speaks about them trusting you. Like, I feel like a lot of you are like, you've been patient on the journey with your counterpart, and because of that patience, this little cat's so cute. Because of the patience, I feel like now they're ready to express who it is they are, because there is, I don't know, it's like this energy of, like, they see you for who it is you are. Like, I feel like many of your masculines are like, man, like she wasn't really, she wasn't joking, like she wasn't playing around with this whole twin flame stuff, you know? Because they're seeing it for themselves now. Okay, what else do they wish to express to you, Divine Feminine? Okay, so I knew exactly what I was doing. This is the test part. Okay, many of them have been testing you. I feel like a lot of masculines, they have a lot of issues trusting, okay? And I know it sounds so surface level to say, like, I can't trust. They can't trust. They don't know how to trust. But what I'm sensing is, like, I'm getting a lot of energy around past relationships that they've been in, and many of you may not realize that some of the relationships that they've been in were very rocky, okay? Like, they couldn't sleep with both eyes closed. There was a lot of mistrust. There was a lot of deception, and I feel like always having a worry about where their partner is, what their partner is doing. Many of your masculines have experienced a lot of open relationships because I feel like for them it's better to have an open relationship than to trust that someone's going to stay faithful to you, which is why they could have been putting you through a lot of tests, Divine Feminine. If many of you sense this, and as the High Priestess, you know exactly what it is they're doing, and many of you pass these tests with flying colors because you already know that they're testing you. And I feel like many of you can sense, like, when they do this, I feel like if you're in the feminine position, you can tell that they've been through a lot in past relationships. So I feel like many of you are being very patient with your divine masculines, and they can see that, they can sense that many of you are being very patient with them, and it's continuously building the bond. Okay, I feel like you're teaching them to trust. Okay, we have the Passion card, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is part of your divine masculine fully enjoying this moment, this experience, bonding with you, because I think in the past, they would connect passionately with other people, yes, but on the inside, they would keep their heart blocked. Okay, I'm seeing like a cage inside their chest. And their heart would stay in that cage, and they would lock it up, and they would have passionate encounters with other people. But when it comes to the divine feminine, I feel like these encounters are like they let their heart out of that cage and they indulge with the feminine. And this has been like a slow process, a slow happening for many of you. Okay. What else do your masculines wish to communicate? What kind of effect are you having on them in this very moment? Okay, so make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I feel like in this very moment, they're being called to continuously express themselves and express their truth when it comes to the connection with you. And I've mentioned this in past readings before. I think the very last reading I did, I talked about it, but a lot of your masculines are seeing that, like, when they follow their heart, what feels good on the inside, although it may be taboo or unacceptable to people who they know or their inner circle, they're starting to realize the difference. Like, wait a second, I don't have to live my life according to what other people think or want from me or expect from me. I'm going to start doing things that I want to do because it feels good for me. Like, when I think about my divine feminine, my body doesn't panic. It doesn't get anxiety. It doesn't feel depressed. It feels good. The only time I ever feel anxiety or depressed or anxious about my divine feminine is when I go seeking out advice from other people. But if I don't seek out advice from other people and I pray about it and I ask myself, how do I feel like they feel nothing but passion, and they want to make the effort towards you because you make their heart and soul sing with joy. Okay, so for a lot of your masculines right now, I feel like they're trying to get this message across to the people in their lives who are important to them. Okay, I feel like they're finally standing up and saying to themselves, we have karma, balance, and justice. I feel like they're finally saying to themselves, like, you guys are going to have to respect what it is I want. It's not going to be the other way around. And like, for the first time, I feel like many of your masculines are having people go, okay, like, we respect your decision. And I feel like for a lot of your masculines, they're scratching their head going, damn, it was that simple? Like, to create this justice, to create this balance was just to speak up. And in truth, yeah, like to speak up. We have separation at the top of the deck, longing. All they had to do was speak up. And I think what pushed your divine masculines to face the karma, create balance in their lives and justice, was that the separation and the longing for you, they couldn't take it anymore. Okay, this is what makes them want to make the effort. You know, it's like they can't help themselves. I feel like this energy, it's been a lot. Like, it's been too much at times for a lot of your masculines. It's been very lonely, and they might be like surrounded by a lot of people. They might have like a very active social life and things like that. But when they get home at night, like, I feel like this is your masculine. Like, they turn off all the lights and they look out the window and they look up at the sky and they think about you, you know, and they're tired of doing that. They're tired of longing for this life that's right under their nose because they're too afraid of, you know, what other people are going to think about this love. Again, for some of you, your connection could be very taboo. It might involve an affair, two people who you really should not be together, right? Like, people who are already committed to other relationships. Maybe you guys have an age gap. Maybe a country separates you. Maybe the ocean separates you. Nothing can break this bond, though. Many of you might find yourselves feeling very discouraged on this journey because of physical obstacles in the way, but the vibe I'm getting through this reading is like nothing is going to break this bond. It doesn't matter. And once you guys start believing that nothing is going to break this bond, the universe is going to assist you with this energy here. Okay, all of a sudden you guys are going to start finding that things are working in your favor. I feel like for many of the masculines, and I'll pull a card on it as well just to confirm the energy, but I feel like for many of your masculines, like when they follow their heart, which is leading them to the divine feminine, make the effort, true love, we're like moving towards that, every other area of their life is aligning. And so they're starting to piece the puzzle together. Like, wait a second, every time I move in the direction of my divine feminine, it's weird, but it's like I find doors opening up, opportunities opening up. Many of your masculines are also realizing that they could not experience these opportunities because each time they wanted to move in your direction, karmic people would hold them back. And they started sensing that, wait a second, if I stay put in these karmic situations, my life isn't going anywhere. Like, I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm not feeling any excitement in my life. I'm not feeling things moving. I'm not feeling momentum. I don't feel ambitious. But when they move towards the feminine, they start feeling that momentum, but on top of that, doors just start opening up for them. You know, all of a sudden, it's like the feminine's journey. It's like, now that you have opened up your eyes to the twin flame journey, it's like all of a sudden magic starts happening all around you. And many of you may have told your masculine this as well. Like, beautiful things will happen for you, or beautiful things will start happening to you, because a lot of you in the feminine energy, you could already feel it, right? It's like the minute you start paying attention to the universe, following the guidance, going on your ascension path, it really does separate you from living your life in the way that you were living before, right? For many of you, you move from the 3D consciousness to 4D and then to 5D, where it's like you just start dropping layers and layers and layers, and you heal. And, you know, I feel like that's going on for your divine masculines right now. Like, many of them are just kind of going to go in and out of like hermiting and things like that because they need the time alone to process everything that's going on. Okay, let's get a card on their energy. Okay, so we have feminine. Many of you are leading them because you've already been through it, divine feminine, and that's how they know. That's how they know they're your divine masculine. It's because they've already identified, like, you know, the reason all of these things are happening in my life right now is because of this journey. I see a lot of your masculines feeling as well that there are many similarities in your journey, and if they kind of pay close attention to the things that you've been through, they can almost anticipate what is to come for them as well. Okay, let's get another card on the masculine's energy. We have memories and nostalgia. Okay, it could be the summertime, seasons changing, spring, summer. I see many of your masculines daydreaming about what it was like to first meet you. Many of your masculines as well, they could feel the need to like plan a special date night, or they may want to spend time with you in the places that you guys met or first knew each other. Like if you guys met at work, they want to go have lunch in the area. If they met you at a particular location, they want to go back there and savor how far you both have come on the journey. I'm going to end off the reading, guys, because what I want to say, like if this reading has found you, I feel like a new start for you and your divine masculine. But the new start, there's a lot of balance this time around, because I feel like both of you are consistently confronting the karma that has held you both back from this fresh start. I feel like maybe there's been a few lifetimes where you've gotten really, 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 really close to reconnecting, but the karmic energies took over. Because we have karma here along with the word balance and justice, I feel like this is your year. Okay, so if this reading has found you, you guys can expect a physical encounter with your twin, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, simply because it's time. This is your year. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed. We love you guys. Take care, and we will catch you in the next reading. Okay, bye guys.